Hi Aries, welcome to How I Love Tarot. This is How Do They Feel About You, your 2022 yearly love reading. Now, I have 4 different areas that I'm going to be looking at in 2022 for you in regards to this energy. I'm going to be looking at the present energy about how you feel about your person, which is sitting right here. I'm going to be looking at their energy about how they feel about you. Then I'm going to be looking at the mutual energy, and I'm going to be looking at the outcome. Now in my readings, it's really important because I'm a psychic and a medium, really important to take the present position of how you feel about your person. If the present position doesn't resonate, then this is not your reading. Now, if you're watching the reading too early, the present position, 2022 is a long time. So it may be that you need to put this reading in a playlist and come back at a different point in 2022 and rewatch the reading. If at that point the reading doesn't make sense to you over here in the present position about how you feel about your person, then this is definitely not your reading. Okay, so I'm going to be looking first at your energy. And, as I was pulling the energy here, Aries, I was kind of getting 2 different types of energy. The first is you healing from very, very painful endings or an end that has kind of had this domino effect throughout your love life. The other feeling I was getting as I pulled this energy right here, especially this 4 of Swords in the reverse, is that I felt as if you may be in a situation in regards with your person that there was an end to something, or an end to a relationship, or an end to something happening with them, and it is something that you're now thinking about. So it seemed like it was kind of done. Whatever it was, it could have been just you guys know each other and it just was not going anywhere, or it wasn't developing, or it wasn't going to that next level. It wasn't being fulfilled. So again, there's 2 diverging energies here. With that, please take what resonates and take the storyline that fits. Right here in the 2 of Wands, it shows in your present energy that you, as difficult as the healing process has been, you don't want to be stuck. You don't want to be, I feel like you function so much more better when you're with a partner, and with this person in particular, you're thinking of somebody that you really have a lot of feelings for and a lot of desire for. So here in the present energy, there is, there's kind of like what you've already expressed to them and what they already know. And then there's a part of you that's deeply hidden, where you have not expressed really how you feel about them. I feel on many, or again, there's this diverging storyline in regards to what could have happened is that whatever happened in the past, they didn't receive it. They couldn't hear what you were telling them. So it may be that you revealed it and it just was the wrong timing in their life and what they were going through, and they couldn't hear what you were telling them. Or you just have deeper feelings or more hidden feelings that you haven't revealed to them. So that is how you feel about your person, and that's to validate the reading. Again, if this part of the reading doesn't make sense to you, either put it in a playlist, come back to it, or you know what, this may not be your reading. I'm only reading for a few Aries. I'm not reading for the whole entire globe. So here in the energy for how do they feel about you, we have the 9 of Swords, we have the 9 of Cups, the Page of Cups, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse energy, in the reverse position. Spirit, do you want to bring it forward for Aries? How does their person feel about them? What's going on here with Aries person? Your person, again, I've got these 2 storylines. And it may be one, but I'm seeing it as separate energies. And the spirit world is bringing me a much more complex picture than they normally bring about a situation. But what it feels here like is that your person has gone through great heartache and pain. And so again, there's this kind of energy or exchange between the two of you, that something occurred where they're kind of once bitten, twice shy. And I'm not saying you did anything that was really overt or something to hurt them, but at least the way they took it, because they were quite anxious to begin with in regards to being vulnerable and open to you. And it feels like, you know, it feels like there was a deep, deep, deep longing and attraction for you, but it feels like they shut down. It feels like whatever you were dealing with before with this person, they shut down or shut you out or whatever. And so you had to respond to that. And when you responded to that, they took it kind of like as a betrayal. So this person is very, very sensitive, but it's from past history. Now, in the Page of Cups, what it shows in their current energy of how they feel about you in 2022 is that they want something with you. They're not coming forward full force, right? Because we only have the Page of Cups here. But there's a definite interest and desire and the potential for love. They know that. They can feel it. And it feels as if they have matured and they've had time to think and they've had time to put things in perspective. It feels as if they know that they can't allow the past to continue to infiltrate the decisions they make in their current love life. So there's this strength that they're trying to draw upon to be able to move forward in love. And here we see next the Knight of Swords, and it feels like when they're in that energy and they're not vulnerable, they have a tendency to move forward really quickly. And this may be what you experienced with them, maybe the first go around with them, where they were hot and heavy with you and they seemed like really invested in you and they wanted this, they wanted you. However, you know what happened? It's kind of like their facade, right? They went forward with that energy of, and it was genuine, right? They really wanted to be with you. They really were into you. They really, there's a lot of laughter here. They're intrigued by you. They're highly attracted to you. However, what they weren't expecting was, you got a little bit too close. Not that you deliberately did that, but they couldn't tolerate suddenly becoming vulnerable to you. So the minute that they started catching feelings for you, it's like they shut down, right? And here we see that with the Nine of Swords. They shut down to protect themselves. So there's this thing in their energy that when they're feeling strong, they move forward, but then they retract really a lot. And it has nothing to do with them not wanting you, but it has to do with them protecting themselves and not wanting to be hurt again. So they're working on that. It looks like they've improved. It looks like they now here we have the Ace of Wands, and if you're used to tarot, then you know what the Ace of Wands is, right? It's a new beginning. It represents a lot of sexuality. However, I'm not a book-learned tarot reader. I'm a psychic and a medium. So oftentimes, spirit world gives me a different meaning for the card. And here in the Ace of Wands in the reverse, what spirit just told me is that this isn't funny, Aries, but it's just so funny the way that spirit showed it to me, that they're still bloody stubborn and they still will not talk about how they're feeling. So that part of who they are hasn't changed. They continue to even though you guys will re-engage, and it feels here that you have re-engaged, they're not opening up about what's deep within them. Wands represent communication, it represents passion, but here in this card, the spirit world is showing me communication, and they're showing me that their actions are going to show you, hey, I'm here, right? The very fact that you're in the physical room with them, or they're engaging you through texting or on social media or whatever it is, for them, that is a safe way to communicate. But to open up their heart and to have a discussion of, you know, this is what I want in a relationship, that's bloody torture for them. And so that's what it's showing here. It's showing that that part of them has not changed. And if you can tolerate that, Aries, then I think that, because you know that about them, right? When they feel safe enough in about 10 years with you, then they'll begin to open up. This person has been hurt. This person is extremely sensitive, and words hurt them. And so when someone is talking to them about, you know, hey, this is what I want, can we work on this? They take it personally. They feel like they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And that's about them, Aries. That's not about you. But they do eventually let their guard down once they feel safe. And I wasn't joking when I said like in 10 years, right? This person takes a very long time to feel safe. You know what? We all come from different histories, and sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles because of what we've gone through in our lives. And, you know, I'm not judging them for that. And Spirit says if you can tolerate that and not, you know, if you try and force somebody to talk about their feelings when they're not ready to talk about their feelings, you're going to get a whole lot of nothing, because many times those feelings feel like a floodgate. It feels like opening Pandora's box. It feels like once they open that floodgate that they can't shut it again, and that they will feel out of control. So let them go at their own pace, Aries. That's the advice from the spirit world. Now, when I say advice, let me just put in the disclaimer. This is a tarot reading. You're not meant to make decisions upon your life with a tarot reading. This is for entertainment purposes only. In the mutual energy, we have the King of Coins and the Magician. There is a lot of hope with the both of you in regards to this connection that you both have. It feels like you've both needed a lot of time to come to the conclusion of where you are today in this relationship. It feels like you both want the magic back, because there was a spark there. There is a spark there. There is something about this connection that you both feel. I do feel it's different things for both of you, but nonetheless, the chemistry is there. And it feels like in the mutual energy that you both needed to regroup and go slow for different reasons. And for you, Aries, it feels like you needed to reflect and needed time to understand your own kind of history and how this person kind of triggered you, and why the relationship or whatever hiccup it was, why it occurred. And for your person, I feel like they didn't think they needed the time, but time has passed. And because time has passed and you've remained connected to them, what's happened is it's given them the ability to reconnect with you in a much more stronger manner, and to allow things to unfold in good timing. So this is a really great mutual energy between the two of you. I like that. It's very harmonious, and it's extremely there's a lot of chemistry here, which is something that I definitely want to see between two people as a reader. Here in the outcome, we have the Knight of Coins, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse, we have the King of Swords in the upright position. And we have the Three of Swords in the reverse position. So it looks like whoever felt betrayed in this situation, that is healed. It feels like there is an authenticity within both of your responses to each other that is based upon truth. based upon, you know, the fact is we care about each other. There's chemistry here. There's friendship there. There's a lot in common. That you desire each other. That's the thing. There is a desire there that is really, really, really powerful. Powerful enough to heal the heartbreak that both of you have been through. Now, again, I've got to say this kind of diverging storyline. It does feel for some of you that you both came from betrayal. You both were cheated on. You both went through terrible heartache and terrible heartbreak, and it kind of overflowed into this relationship. But in the outcome, here in the Eight of Swords in the reverse and the Three of Swords in the reverse, you know, it shows that both of you overcome it. Both of you overcome the past pain, and you're able now to move forward in this relationship. Knight of Coins, you know, here I was saying the King of Coins, you know, there's time there and there's emotions there and there's a flow of energy, but we've got it here too. I feel a lot of victory in this energy. It is it's a continued process of healing that's going to occur in coming together. It does feel like you come together. It does feel like you both unite. It does feel like you have a common goal, and it does feel like as long as you don't keep bringing up the past, not you Aries, but both of you, and you just focus on, Spirit just made me feel here that it's kind of like, you know, when you're together, you have to act as if you're on your first date. And when you're on your first date, you know, you're not thinking about, well, let's hope, all the things that have gone wrong in your dating life. Let's hope that you put your best foot forward and you're trying to have fun and engage and get to know the person and allow the person to get to know you. So there's a freedom and a flow there. And the spirit world is saying that you guys have this. So it looks really good, the outcome, Aries. It looks like you guys are going to have a second chance. It looks like it's going to be a victory. It looks like it's going to be a work in progress that will continue to get better and better over time. It does feel like both of you are going to be guarded at certain times in the relationship, but I feel like you get it. I feel like you understand each other on that level because of the past hurt and pain that you have both been in. And it doesn't feel, for most of you here, that you deliberately hurt each other in the past. It just kind of by accident happened. And again, it's from a reaction from a past situation rather than a current situation with the two of you. Not that, you know, like I said, it was spilling over, and that was the problem. It was spilling over, so there was a lot of reactions. But now that there's been like this kind of new beginning, it feels like there's a lot of strength in the outcome here. It does feel like you guys are going to join together and you're going to be a powerhouse. Aries, that is your reading. If you want to check out your singles reading, feel free for 2022. It's coming up in the drop down box below. Also click on the drop down box below for your 2022 money, career and finance reading. Please hit like, subscribe, leave a question that you want answered in a future reading. I'll see if I can get to it. And you take care, Aries.